Nicaragua is a country I'd never heard of until I booked flights a week before my departure. I visited for 9 days with absolutely no plan. In this vlog, I'll show you what I got up to and if it was a horrible mistake or the best decision I've made. So I got to Nicaragua last night. I got a taxi from the airport to my hostel. It's Hostel Oasis is where I stayed, and it was just gorgeous, like half outside, half not. They had a happy hour from 6 till 7 where they gave free drinks. So I went and did that, met some people, which was really fun, and then went out for dinner. I went to the Garden Cafe and had a really nice dinner, which was lovely. I got to see a little bit of Grenada at night. And then today I took advantage of the hostel's day trips and I am out at a lagoon in a crater of a old volcano eruption, and then going up to hike a volcano tonight. So lots of fun. I spent most of the day at Laguna de Apoyo. This was such a beautiful spot, and the lake I was swimming in was formed about 23,000 years ago after a strong volcanic explosion caused the crater. The water in the lake was so clean and warm at about 30 degrees, and the hostel I was staying at had organised a day pass for us, so we got to enjoy all the amenities, float on the pontoon, do a free pottery class, and spend time on the shore. I also had lunch. We paid extra for this, but the food was so cheap that we treated ourselves to smoothies and cocktails. At 4 p.m, I got picked up to go to the Masaya Volcano for my sunset hike. And now I am in the Volcano National Park in Nicaragua. There is an active volcano behind me, and we're hiking up to watch sunset and then come back down and see the lava. It's so gorgeous. Heading off to San Juan to meet up with my friends this morning, but before I leave Grenada, I am out walking around with one of my friends, and she is showing me around all the beautiful buildings and cathedrals. Last night after the lagoon and the volcano trip, we just made some food, cooked at the hostel, and then had a pretty chill night. But I just have this morning in Grenada and then heading off about 11:30. Hiked up to the top of a church bell tower, and the views over Grenada are just phenomenal. So I finished all my sightseeing in Grenada for the morning. I've left Emma in a coffee shop. She's doing some editing. She's a YouTuber as well, so it was really cool to meet her and create some content together. But I am now heading back to my hostel to get the shuttle into San Juan and meet up with my friends. I'm about to get dropped off at the Surftown Hostel, and then I'm going to finally meet my friends that I came here to meet. The first few days of traveling by myself though have been so much fun. I had no intention to come on this trip at all. I only booked my flights like a week before I left, and I've been feeling really how can I describe it? Like, I just unsettled at home in Banff, Not because there's anything wrong, but because I just find that I need to go and do things that are different. Nothing's really put me out of my comfort zone or been super different culturally. So coming here, I'm only 3 days in and it was the best decision I've made in a long time. I have no plans, I don't know what's gonna happen. I only booked the first 2 nights of com and then my friends have booked their son, but we'll see. So I met up with my friends in San Juan this afternoon. We had a few drinks, some tacos, then got their stuff from their last hostel and moved it to our new hostel. And then we have just come down to the beach for sunset. It is so amazing. The water is lovely and it's just perfect right now. For dinner, we stopped by this very well-known buffet where it costs only 120 Cordova, which is about $3 USD, for a whole plate of food. It is such a bargain and such good quality food as well. It was amazing. We went back here a couple of times. Just got ice cream from Tisby. It's such a cute little store. And I got a fresh waffle cone. How cool is that? Morning everyone, so it's the next day now. I'm in the Surftown Hostel. I stayed here last night and I just sat at the bar, did some journaling, spoke to the bartender, made some friends with some other guys who live here, which was really nice. Some people were even doing like stick and poke tattoos, which was kind of cool. And then this morning I had just made a breakfast. I just cooked up some plantains, avocado, got some fruit. I was inspired by my friends Molly and Emma from my last hostel. They made this and I've been thinking about it ever since. I spent the third day of my trip out at Playa Maderas. This beach is considered to be one of Nicaragua's best and most scenic beaches, and it's really popular for surfers. We rented chairs so we had some shade and spent most of the day soaking up the sun and playing in the water. There was restaurants right on the beach, so we got lunch here and then we made our way up to Hush Hostel to watch sunset from their beautiful infinity pool. Morning everyone, so it is now Sunday. Today in San Juan is what they call Sunday Funday. So we are about to buy tickets to, I think it's kind of a pool party. But yeah, we will be spending the day doing that. So it's now Monday morning. We had an awesome day at Sunday Funday yesterday. If you're going to be in San Juan, be here for a Sunday if you can, because it was amazing. but I'm just gonna chill at the hostel this morning and then head to Ometepe later. So I've come out to a cafe this morning before we head to Ometepe. I'm here with one of my friends, Anita, and we are out in this beautiful garden cafe with our avocado toast and our fruit. Chicken buses are the main form of local transport in Central America. Because I only had a short trip though, I didn't spend too much time on these and mostly got taxis and transfers instead. But today, Anita and I got a bus to Ometepe. It cost us about $2 and it was pretty straightforward. So we've made it to the ferry to head over to Ometepe. We have bought our ticket for the ferry, which was 50 Cordoba, like $1.50. But we can see the island from here, which is really cool. Ometepe is made up of two, I think they're both active, volcanoes. It looks really cool. They both like come up and then down and meet in the middle, and it's kind of like this figure 8-shaped island. So I've got 2 nights booked here. I might add a third. I'm pretty sure the only way to get around is by bike or ATV, and I don't know if I want to hire a bike by myself, so I might look at doing an ATV tomorrow and going around the island. But yeah, I'll chat to people at the hostel and see what the best things to do are. But now it is just time to wait until we board. So I've made it into my hostel in Ometepe. I'm staying at Casa Mora for the night. It is quite a beautiful hostel, but it is completely empty. I have a few friends from Grenada that I met back a few days ago who are staying here, which is really nice. I left the friends that I came to meet just for a couple of days so I could come out and see Ometepe because they'd already done it. I didn't want to miss out. So I've come to do my own thing, but having a room to myself was not exactly what I had hoped for. I think everyone has different motivations when they travel solo, and for me it's not about being alone necessarily. Like, I want to meet people and I want to, make connections with people and go through that process. So yeah, I was a bit sad when I found out that I had the whole dorm for myself, which I will get great sleep, but I won't make any new friends. I had a bit of a cry on the phone to Tristan about it. But I'm gonna try and make the most of it and meet up with some of those friends, maybe for sunset or some food, and then hopefully spend the day with them tomorrow. So it's the next day now. I'm feeling a lot better than I did last night. I think it was just a bit of an off day for me, but I ended up going to see the sunset with a few friends, and then went back to their hostel and had dinner because I heard it was really good there, and it was. There was about 8 of us that all sat down and had food. The hostel owner was lovely. That was at Life is Good hostel. And then today we're renting scooters or ATVs and gonna drive around the island and see the sights hopefully, and hopefully have an amazing day. So I'll keep you updated. We hired scooters for this morning. I was a little bit nervous, but we've made it all the way out to Playa Mangos, and it's so much fun, and the bikes are way easier to drive than I expected. We are here on this beach with a bunch of mango trees. You can see the volcanoes, the ocean, or the lake actually, and Molly and I are going on a kayaking tour, so hopefully we'll spot some animals as well. Here. Playa Mangos was amazing, and I wish I had more time there to relax, but it was on to the next stop of the day, which was Pital. This is a vegan chocolate factory, farm, and hostel. They have a lot of ceremonies and retreats. If I ever come back, I'd love to spend a few days here to unwind. The next stop for the day was at the Ojo De Agua. It's a natural spring-filled pool with crystal clear water from an underground river from one of the nearby volcanoes. The swimming hole was just a lovely way to end the day. I was a bit sunburnt by this point, so it was much needed. We got some food here and went on the rope swing as well. It was so much fun. We stayed until they closed at 5. So it's now Wednesday evening. I left Ometepe today. I had the best day there yesterday. We hired scooters, we rode around the island, we did every stop I wanted to. I really do wish I booked more time there. If I ever come back, I would happily spend a week or so there. It's very chill vibes, but I really liked it. Definitely a highlight of the trip, but I am now out in Popoyo. I've met back up with my friends and we are staying at a gorgeous beach hostel. This one just here, we're right on the ocean. There's not a whole lot to do here by the looks of it, but it is the last stop on our trip before we head to Costa Rica to fly out. So hopefully we'll just make the most of tomorrow and chill out and just relax before we have to say bye. We have a traditional street dinner tonight where we all ordered. Second place. Those are so funny, oh my god. There's only one market here, so it's absolutely bumping. So it's the last official day of our trip where we're not traveling. We've just had a super chill day in Popoyo. Just been chilling on the hammock, reading, laying on the beach, playing in the waves. The waves here are brutal though. I don't think I've ever been scared in the ocean, and coming from Australia, I've swum in a lot of oceans. But here, they were just so brutal. They all kind of barrel, and then we tried to dive under them and just got absolutely swept up. But anyway, it's our last night and it is King's Day, which I think is a Dutch holiday. So we're all out on the beach now, enjoying the sunset, having some drinks, and then we're gonna go party later. It is the last full day of our trip, so I've come back to the cafe beside our hostel because they have the most gorgeous views and the best custard croissants. We head into Costa Rica today. We are getting a taxi from Popoyo to the Costa Rican border, and then we have to cross the border and then head into Liberia, which is where we are flying out of. So I've also grabbed some snacks for the road, and now I'm going back to see the girls and check out. border. It was a little bit confusing not speaking much Spanish to get from Nicaragua over to Costa Rica, but we figured it out and it didn't take too long in the end. And then the girls had organised a transfer from the Costa Rican border to our hotel in Liberia for the night. So we are on our way there now in a nice AC van. We made it to our hotel. First stop was food. So it's now Saturday. We fly home today. We leave about 3:30. The trip has just been amazing. Nicaragua was a country I had never heard of until my friends booked to come here. And then I did no research before joining them spontaneously. And it's been amazing. It's been cheap, it's been beautiful. Culturally, it was just an amazing experience as well. I have loved it. If you guys would like to see a budget video, I've kept track of everything so you can kind of have a reference point if you're coming to Central America to do some travel. I think Nicaragua is one of the cheapest countries in Central America. But it's been amazing. But other than that, if there's anything specific you guys would like to know about this trip or the costs or anything in general, please feel free to leave a comment or message me on Instagram or anything like that. And if you guys can like and subscribe if you're liking this sort of content, that would be amazing as well. Otherwise, I will see you again in the next video. Bye.